And we are live. We are live. We are live. Hello, hello, South Florida. Good morning, good morning, good morning, South Florida. Hello, world. I'm Robert Henderson Jr., founder, CEO, president of the Henderson Financial Group, live in beautiful studios of the Henderson Financial Group. Joining me live here is my brother from another mother, the one and only, the living legend, Mr. James T, all the way from Hot 105. How you doing, Mr. James T, my brother from another mother?
Ooh, brother. Hey, it gets better every day, Rob. It
Yes.
gets better every day. Every day is the best day of
Now
my life.
a lot of people won't say that. Most people don't say it gets better. They like, man, we're all the world going to hell.
Right,
How you
right.
saying it's getting better? Huh?
Because hey, in my study this morning, Dr. Miles Monroe teaches us. He's deceased, of course, but he said something, Rob, and I said I've got to share this morning. He said our future, quote unquote, is not in tomorrow. Our future is in us. Our future lies within us. And if we would seek that greater that's in us, we'd have a bright future every day.
Wow. That seems so easy said than done, doesn't it?
Rob, well, we look in all the wrong places.
Well, I mean,
We're looking for outside. We're looking for our future and our happiness and our joy to be in others and other places and other things. But Rob, I am I'm approximately how many miles from you are? At least I'm an hour 15 minutes from you, right?
right?
But we're right here together. Isn't that something? We are right here together.
That's 100% true. I mean,
Yeah. And there's
that's
people that's gonna be watching us from other places in the country.
and out of the
Yeah.
country.
And out of the country. Like Brother Parnell, he just checked in saying happy
Parnell
Saturday.
Victor. Happy Saturday.
See, and he may be hours or miles away, but he's right here with us. So if we can't see that our future lies right here,
Yeah, but I tell you, James, that's easier said than done because most people, all we know is what we see right now.
oh, there's another one, Rob. If all you see is what you see, all that there is not being seen.
Well, see, that's a riddle to a lot of people because people are like, what you talking about, James? I mean, it's all you see.
All they have to do is repeat it. If all you see is what you see, then all there
Hey,
is to be seen is
that sounds like the Wizard of Oz, Nancy. There's no place like home. 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 I mean, really, today I want to talk about because it's basically in lines what you're saying. Um, is I want to talk about risk, the level of risk. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you about some interesting conversations I had with some people that's retiring. And uh, for some people, when they get ready to retire, it's a really juvenile time. It's a joyful time. It's happy. And then for some people, it's a nightmare. People are scared as hell. I mean, they're really they don't know, and they just scared. And the people who don't have, not sure, can they retire? They're even really more scared. They don't really know. And when you think about you want to retire, but you don't really know, can you retire? I guess that could be scary because in all your knowing, you want to know something. And if you're about to do something you're not really sure, I guess that could be pretty frightening when you say you want to retire, but you don't know if financially if you can make it through the rest of your life and longevity, earning less money than you were earning when you were working. I guess that could be. So you have different people that are freaking out, and they're saying that more than half of people in America are not financially equipped and ready to retire financially. They want to retire, today, tomorrow, but can they retire? And what you were just saying, if you want to do something for tomorrow, you have to do something today. In other words, if you want to see something for tomorrow, you don't plant it tomorrow, you have to plant it today. And that seems to be such a phenomenon for the average person. It's like a riddle. I mean, it really is. You know, I mean, we we go through that exercise in different parts of our life, and we accept it. But for a lot of us, understanding and grasping the concept can be quite difficult. You know, a lot of us don't. We want something that we have not prepared for. You know, we want something that we did not, uh, basically that we don't deserve. You know, I mean, we want a harvest without planting. I mean, and it seems very, very simple. If you want a harvest, you need to plant for a harvest. You know, if you're a farmer and you want tomatoes to grow, you cannot plant collard greens. And that seems simple, James, but I'm using it metaphorically. But that is the problem with most people, adults, and that comes in all walks of life, shapes and sizes, and ethnic groups. You know, that concept. You know, we hear, but hearing and doing is two different things, man. You know, did you mute yourself or what? I can't hear you. I can't
Yeah.
hear you at all. Now I can hear you.
I got these people checking. Don't check in with me on my phone. Check in with us on yeah. As soon as I go on there, I guess they feel like it's radio, Rob, that they can just call. Let me, I have a listener that calls me up. And so yesterday, I just blatantly said that I called out this person's name. And I said, she's just blowing up my phone for me to wish someone a happy birthday. So I did it, of course. So I'm encouraging everyone, even if you don't want to be recognized, do something, but don't text me while we're broadcasting it. But Rob, I do agree, that what we're doing is wishing. Somebody did a song about this too. Wishing, hoping, and all. Come on, Rob, that don't get it. Wishing, hoping, even praying. If you don't know what to pray, Rob, that prayer is wasted, because what we should be praying is based on the truths we know. God is not just going to do something for us, quote unquote, just because, we wishing and hoping. He said, wait, where did you find that I said thus, thus, thus? Now, if you find that and you call out to me and quote me as my promise to you, that you could have that, boom, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Isn't that something?
It's done. Isn't it? But Rob, guess what? Now, can you trust in that grace that he promised? See, because we get tested. Rob, when you go off this program and jump in your car, there's not a doubt in your mind that your car is going to start. Am I correct? That you don't even think about it.
I don't even think about it.
Yeah. Because you drove up in it. It brought you here. So, hey, Rob, hey, we come on, hey, but it is as difficult as it will seem in taking and acting on that we know. It's more difficult to trust in that we know, and that we do will bring us what we want. The real difficulty, Rob, is trusting that doing it will give the results. You talk to people all the time and tell them what they ought do so that they can retire and have sound health, peace of mind, freedom from fear and worry, and all of that, right? And then when you tell them what to do, I bet you 9 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10, they're going to ask you a question. They're going to ask you, well, wait, how is that going to happen? Or how do you know that's going to happen? But they're asking you, and you're telling them, and you're showing them that this is what, and you'll say, I've been doing this for 37, 40 years.
You sound like you was on my conversation yesterday. Man, you making me scared, man. You hit the nail around the head, man. And guess what?
Go
That was
ahead.
my sister-in-law. That was
Oh,
my
stop,
sister-in-law.
stop, stop, Rob. Stop. Don't go any further with
No,
that. Don't go.
no, man, you like, man, we connected, or you in my
We,
you on
we,
my phone or
we,
something,
we,
man.
Rob, we study the same books.
Man,
Even though I'm not writing one, you are. Go ahead,
now,
man. I'm
now,
gonna
now,
say,
now, now the sister-in-law who been knowing me 40 years, the sister-in-law getting ready to one of my sister-in-law, I got a lot of them,
yeah.
getting ready to retire, and she
Don't get in
said,
trouble, man. Don't get in
"Oh,
trouble.
come
Talk
on, man,
about your
come on.
family,
I
man.
ain't calling a name. I ain't calling a name. It's a lot of them out there, on my wife's side, on my sister's side, it's a lot of them
Okay.
out there. I'm just gonna so they can if the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't, if I ain't talking about them, I ain't talking about them. At least I'm not calling a name." But she had a nerve to say,
Uh,
now her money's been in the market. She's done well. So now she's getting ready to retire. So she says, "Rob, I need to get X amount of money per month to match my Social Security." I said, I got just the plan for you. You ain't gotta you come out of the stock market because her husband, her
uh,
husband's one, her
Rob,
husband, well, her
stop.
husband is the ones that constantly says how the world is going to the hell. We got to get a bunker, and if so and so get in the office, we, just pure frightenness, just pure fright, just pure fear, just pure, so her getting out of the stock market and retiring, that's my best time for me, because I'm like, wow, yeah, that's good, because now you don't have to have your money in the market, and now you're going to get your Social Security, and now you're getting ready to get something. I'm going to give you something that you don't have to care who in the office politically. You don't have to care who in
Whoa.
and what happens,
That's
in
loud.
the markets, what happens in the Middle East or whatever, it doesn't affect your money, and it's going to be guaranteed to come. So I set her up with something. She was so ecstatic. She was so happy. Bam. Well, a lot of times, when I give advice to people and they happy and they feel good, there's somebody, rather than them taking it and say, this is for me, and I got my plan, they go around, they share their plan for themselves with other people. Hey, my financial advisor say I'm gonna do this, and they say, why are you gonna do that? And then, hey, what about, why are you gonna do that? You should do this. You should buy gold. You know what I mean? Or you should go ahead. You should buy oil. But that's not designed. The plan not designed for them. It's designed for her. So then she comes back to me and calls me back and says, Rob, you say that you're going to put my money in a fixed guarantee annuity that's going to pay me X amount, and that amount that's going to pay me, I love it, Rob. But let me ask you one thing. As I was reading the documents that you sent me, it said this is not FDIC insured. I say, sister-in-law, FDIC only pertains to banks.
Thanks.
I'm not putting your money in no bank. That's why it's not FDIC insured, because FDIC insured is for a bank. So I'm putting your money into a fixed guarantee annuity in insurance companies. You know who have more money than banks next to God? Insurance companies. So do you think a bank will go out of business before an insurance company, long before an insurance company go out of business? And next, because insurance companies have money next to God on the planet, and you always want to know where you stand. Who has the chance of going out of business? Banks have the chance. Come on, we know banks go out of business all the time. They close them down. Federal government got to bail them out. You ain't never heard that with an insurance company. Because next to God, insurance companies have the most money. So here's my sister-in-law now, right? So she says it's not FDIC. I said, fix an insurance company don't have FDIC insurance. That only pertains to banks. Stocks, mutual funds, ETF, they don't have FDIC. They have SIPC. And let me tell you something. First, this FDIC, what it means at a bank is if somebody robbed the bank, the government saying, we're going to back you up. That's all it is. We're going to rob the bank. Or if the bank go out of business, you're not going to lose all your money. The government going to go in and bail you out. But that's even the limit. That's $250,000. If you got $1 million in the bank, shame on you. Because if all of a sudden the bank go out of business, they're only giving you $250,000. That's FDIC. But what I'm saying is that I told her about something that fit her needs. And she's going to go and ask her cousins, her friends, and all this. Tom, they can have. That's like That's like walking into a crowded restaurant. You just came in the restaurant and they walking you to your table and you glancing over there and you see somebody eating spaghetti and and you look over there, you see somebody eating fish. And you look over there as you're walking, you see somebody eating steaks. You know what I mean? You look over there and you see somebody eating pasta. You look over there and you eating somebody eating ice cream sundae. And as you walk to your table, you see all the, you see somebody eating some nachos. And then you get to your table, you don't know what you want because you see everybody else what everybody else got.
And usually, Rob, it's not what they have; it's just what they say.
Exactly. And now, when you're in a restaurant and you see these different meals, people eating different stuff, and you want, crabs over there, whatever. But you see somebody eating meatloaf. You got to sit down and look at the menu what you want.
Rob, that person told her, "Is that FDIC approved?" And so she came back. This is what I was talking about earlier. Rob, but that's why, quote unquote, there haves and have-nots.
No, there are now. I set her up something that's perfect for her. Her Social Security, it's gonna pay X amount of money. She getting a stream of income from an annuity that she ain't got to worry about. She ain't got to go wonder if they gonna show up. She don't got to worry about the stocks up, down. She ain't got none of that. Rest. See, because when you retire, your main thing is the stream of income that's gonna come and be direct deposited in your bank account before you got to bed. That's peace of mind. When people know that, it's like your car gonna start. That's a good feeling. If you don't know that your car gonna start before you even go outside and get in your car, you worried because you don't know. You know what I mean? But if you know your car is tuned up, you inspected, you took good care of it, you got gas, you don't even give it a thought. So it's the same thing when you get ready to retire. I mean, you there's a difference between accumulation stage of your life, accumulation when you're accumulating money, and then when there are distributions of money. Parnell Victor, he says FDIC is the language of fear. Right on, brother. He knows because he works with banks. Yeah, he worked right in the bank, so he would know. That in life, this goes for everybody who has an ear, who can hear me today, and everyone who can even see me today. Everyone has these two stages of life, what I'm about to tell you. And the reason why I'm talking to you like this, because most people need pictures and visuals, because words get in the way. But what I'm about to tell you, it applies to you. I don't care if you're black, white, Spanish, Asian, green, yellow, blue, fat, skinny, whatever. It applies to you. You can't escape what I'm about to say to you. Everybody has two stages of life. The first stage is the accumulation stage. The accumulation stage. I want y'all to think about that. The accumulation stage is the first stage. The second stage of life is the distribution stage. It's the distribution stage of your life. What am I saying? What are you saying, Robert? As you young and as you grow and you in your working, earning years, you are trying to accumulate wealth. You're trying to accumulate assets. You're trying to accumulate. To accumulate is to have something. I hope to God that you don't have one stage where you just ain't accumulating nothing. Everything you getting, you just eating and spending and say you ain't accumulating nothing. And sadly to say, there's millions that just keep on every time. They're like squirrels. When I talk about the accumulation stage, Think about a squirrel gathering nuts. Now, the nature of a squirrel is to gather nuts, but even a squirrel have accumulation stage and a distribution stage. Everybody has an accumulation stage and a distribution stage. Everybody was born. Everybody gonna die. When you're born, you're accumulating. We started from being born. And we became 1 year old, 2 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old, 30 years old. Distribution stage, boy, I tell you, you're going down. You're getting closer to death. Everybody has 2 stages. The squirrel gathers the nuts in the accumulation stage. Now, why are they gathering nuts? They're gathering nuts because they know that the world works in seasons. They know that there's going to be a time, because everything has timing, where they're not going to be out there accumulating. They're going to be sitting somewhere eating off what they have accumulated. That's the distribution stage. So even a squirrel accumulate nuts, eat some right now, but still save some for later. And think about a squirrel up north. When the squirrels during the spring, summer, the squirrels just accumulating. They're eating some nuts, but they're saving some nuts. Just like you and I are supposed to be eating some nuts so we can nourish our bodies and maintain our health so we can go out there and earn. But we shouldn't be eating all of our nuts every time we get them. We shouldn't, every dime, we make $500 a week. We shouldn't spend $500 a week, damn it. I got even a squirrel knows that. If you make $1,000 a week, you shouldn't be eating up and spending and partying and making and spending all $1,000, because you might not have a job next week because you don't control the job. If they fire you, you done ate all your nuts. You done whatever you accumulate and earn. You done ate and spent it, went shopping, and now you ain't got nothing. And sadly, James T., half of the 340 million people in America haven't accumulated no nuts. They ate them all. Now, these are grown people. These are not children I'm talking about. These are grown people. This is why Congress, this is why the people that are in office who's supposed to be our leaders treat us like dog doo-doo. That's why they say anything to us, because they feel any human who eat all of their nuts, you can say anything to them. That's why you get a lady that say she hate Trump and he ain't fit, can turn around and say she gonna vote for him. That's why, because she don't care what she tell y'all anything. Y'all gonna forget. Hypocrisy. So let me get back to my story and don't get on this political stuff. That's why I don't get into politics. And listen, Natalie, all into politics and all this, and Democrats and Republicans, they all stupid. Democrats, Republicans, I can't get into that. Because whether they're Democrat or the Republicans, unlike a squirrel, they still eat all their nuts. And I don't understand that, because I'm a different thinker. Now, everybody has 2 stages, the accumulation stage and the distribution. Now, the life of a squirrel says they're going to gather some nuts, but they're going to eat some so they can nourish their body so they can continue to be strong and gathering. But they know when wintertime comes, they ain't got time. Wintertime come metaphorically is retirement time for us. But if you don't ate all your nuts, when it comes to retirement, you scared because you don't know if you're going to be able to make it through retirement time, because you don't know if you have enough. Because you ate all your nuts. You kept partying, buying all them cars, them city cars over and over. And every time you bought a car, 3 years later, they got a whole new one to change the model. Your car look old. You want to get a new car. And they got you on this treadmill going over and over. At the same time, you just spend and eat all your nuts. And now you're getting older because you can't stop that. Now it's distribution time. Now you worry how you going to make it for the rest of your life. That's what the problem is economically, financially. And then you have the big box Merrill Lynch, the stock people, insurance people, the gold people, the oil people, the real estate people, vying, telling you go this way, go that way. And people are confused. I'm going to say one thing, and I'm going to tell you there's two stages of life. The accumulation stage, like a squirrel, all of us, we earn, we save, we invest. That's going up the hill. When you get to a point where you say, I'm tired of saving, I'm tired of working, I done saved enough. I'm tired of going working from the man. I'm just tired. So what tells you you have the right to be tired? Because you got enough in your coffer. You can't be tired if you don't have nothing. You don't deserve to be tired. How you gonna say you tired of work? Who gonna take care of you? You gotta continue to work. Who gonna take care of you? Because let me tell you something. The cost of living, bread, housing, food, everything ain't waiting for you. It's gonna keep on going up. I was telling Natalie the other day, today, if I make $50,000, somebody in the world that took a whole year to make $50,000. And if I made $50,000 today, I made $50,000. But the person that took a whole year to make $50,000, if both of us go to the gas station, the gas price is the same for him and for her, for me. If we go get a burger, the burger costs the same for me that made $50,000 today for the person who made $50,000 for the whole year. The housing costs, everything, it's the same. So a person that make $1 million, $2 million a year, McDonald's costs the same thing for the person that make $10,000 a year as the person that make $50,000 a year. So they're not going to change the prices because you make more money. You got to measure yourself and say, listen, I need to save some money, invest some money so I can have it for later, the accumulation stage. And of course, I need to eat so I can nourish my body so I can be strong. So everybody have an accumulation stage. And as you get tired and you want to retire, you want to slow down, that's the distribution. Distribution means, what have you saved? Have you put money? Have you worked? If you work for at least 10 years, 40 quarters, you will have a Social Security. And people scared because they keep hearing this foolishness. They keep talking about Social Security going to run out. That's like saying the boogeyman. That's saying we're going to have a scary movie out there. Go out there and be scared. A movie. It ain't real. They're not going to stop Social Security, because they stop Social Security. That's the end of America. Because damn near so many people depend on Social Security. If they didn't have Social Security, it'd be people in the streets walking around like Michael Jackson Thriller. Okay. So they're not going to correct that. They're not going to do that. And then there's a lot of countries take care of people and give them a certain amount of living wage anyway. In America, we have a capitalist society, meaning that you actually put away every time you get paid, you pay FICA, you pay, that's a payroll tax, that's Social Security, you're paying that. So then when you get a certain age 62, you can start collecting it. At least you have that, because some people won't have that, James, because they eat all their nuts. Thank God the bosses, the employer, at least take some money and put it into Social Security so they will have something later. That's the system that we have. Thank God we do have that. Because if we didn't have that, people be, oh my God, you talking about homelessness. There's a lot of people that only live off Social Security. That's all they got. They didn't say they ate all their nuts. Thank God they had a job that they worked for at least 10 years. Now, when I say 10 years, you don't have to be 10 years straight. You can work for McDonald's over here, work Walmart over here 2 years, work for another job 3 years, go to jail, get out, come back, work for JCPenney's, go to jail, come back, get another job. As long as you can put 10 years together, quarters, then you can get Social Security. At least you got something.
Rob,
that's how Social Security works, right? Now,
Social Security ain't gonna cut it, Rob.
No, that's right. Social Security don't cut it. That's why you have to not eat all up your nuts like the squirrel. The squirrel don't eat all their nuts. They say something. You know why they say something, James? Because when winter comes, think about this. When wintertime comes, it's snowing out there. And the only thing out there looking for food is the grizzly bears and the wolves. If a squirrel's out there trying to find food, guess who's food for the grizzly bears and wolves? You, the squirrel. You're gonna get ate up. You follow me? So the squirrels even know that. So the squirrels say, I ain't gonna be out there when it's wintertime because them bears and mountain lions and grizzly bears, they looking for food. And guess who they think the food is? Me. So the squirrels say, I'm during the wintertime and summertime, I'm gonna gather these nuts and I'm gonna put them away in this tree. And I'm going to eat while I can. But when the wintertime come, i.e. retirement time, when I retire, I'm going to be laying low and I'm going to be feasting off my nuts. And I ain't going to be out there in that dangerous stuff. Now, if we can only get humans to have that, understand that same natural concept. Oh, no. Oh, no. A new Lexus commercial comes on. Oh, no. You want to go spend $1,200 a month to drive around from one place to the other. Driving around and showing out is more important than your survival during retirement time. And that's something. And then when you go get that $1,200 a month car, in 5-6 years, it's old. It's gonna start breaking down. It's old. The maintenance, and you older. You just been duped. And some people, James, they continue to buy car after car after car after car. And when they get older for distribution, they don't have nothing because they spent all of their money. And then they say, I've been a fool. And they try to tell the young people that young people say you old and I ain't listening to you. Isn't that something?
Hey, Rob, people are going to listen to this and they're going to say, well, hey, I got money and I got time.
Hey,
but Rob, they don't know how much time and how much money it's going to take for the time that they have. And all of a sudden, oh, wow.
Hey.
For those people, Rob, they can prepare to go to heaven real soon if they want to die and go to heaven rather than having heaven on earth.
Hey, James, if I asked you, who do you think the largest employer in America is?
Hey,
who would you say?
I would say it's Social Security, the government.
No, I'm not, they provide it. I'm saying who workers, who
Oh, workers, largest employee. I don't know, Rob, help me out. Who is the largest employer?
Think about this. Who employs? People work where? You would say people work, for the government, they work for the post office, they work for, correctional officer, they work for the government, So most people think the largest employer in America is the federal government, right?
Because of them doing the Social Security, because even though you're not employed doing it, but the government is providing for retirees and those people who work. That's why.
The government, the U.S. Post Office, things
all
like
those
that.
jobs. But that Social Security is coming from government. Even though you paid into it, Rob, it's coming from government. Am I correct?
Yeah, correct. So most people say they would think that the largest employer, and people have, when they say good job.
Rob, before you answer that question, let's ask some of the people that are listening.
Okay.
Let's see if they can hit it up right quick. We've got people in the comment.
Got Denise, Helen.
Yeah. What do you think?
Joanne Witherspoon, P. Parnell, Joseph. Who do y'all think the largest employer in America is? Who employs the most people? Who do most people work for?
Jump to it.
Who do you all think?
Oh, Rob, they're afraid to say because their names are listed. We won't call out the names. But he said the U.S. government. Denise said Microsoft. Parnell said government too. But the only reason I say government is because government pays, benefits. But go ahead. Somebody said law enforcement. Hey. So hey, thanks for responding. All right, Rob. Who's the largest?
Walmart.
Okay.
Walmart.
Okay.
Is the largest employer in the United States of America.
I didn't know that.
Walmart employs more than 1.5 million people.
Oh, that's all.
Walmart. More, yeah. And
Yeah.
then I'm saying,
But
and then
Rob, wait, whoa. And how many people in America? And that's the largest, only a person
single
that does
employer,
1
yeah.
million?
Walmart.
Woo,
Walmart is
okay,
the largest employer in America.
okay.
Walmart.
All right.
And you got 300 and 40 million people. Now, but I asked that for a reason, because I asked that because I want to back into risk and risk levels of people. Risk and risk levels of people. Most people,
Mm,
beyond what they think, are really risk averse. Most people don't want any risk. Most people want to be comfortable, and they want to be sure, and they want to get benefits. Most people. Because after Walmart, believe it or not, Amazon.
is the second largest.
I think Amazon either second or third, and then or behind the federal government. Because when
Oh,
you think
okay.
about the federal government, you think about secure benefits.
Hmm.
You think about you post office, and even hospitals, even local governments also, because when you work for working as a fireman is a governmental agency. That's a local, state, federal
Yeah,
government.
that's what I thought. So you think the government would be second after Walmart as far as?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah, and then so, and most people want to, so when you see people, so in other words, most people want benefits, they want safe, they want a retirement, they want 401k or pension. Most people, but that thinking, so people say one thing and do nothing. However, all those people have their money in the stock market. They have it in mutual funds. They might not directly know what stocks is, but their retirement is in the stock market, which is full of risk. I mean, up, down, I mean, there was one company that went up 12% in one day. Now, most people say, man, I wish I can get 12% on my money in one day. No, you don't. You want it, but you don't, because their report card came out this week, and that's why they went up 12% in one day. But most people want to get that. But you got to look at, there's a price to pay, because the report card could have been not as good, and it could have went down 12%, and people will have your head if they lose any money. It's like the person that, it's true. It's like the person who won the lottery and they won $100 million. And people always say, I wish that was me. No, you don't. Because yeah, you want to take the good, but you don't want to take the bitter. Because that person that won $100 million, every week they were spending $500 playing the lotto, and they had been doing that 20 years. So you figure they're paying $500 a week playing the lotto. That's what is that, $500 a week? I mean, that's $30,000 or some. Yeah, what is that? 5 times 4 is 2,000. Yeah, it's like $30,000 a year that you didn't win anything. That's a lot of losing. Imagine if you was putting $500 a week in a retirement savings plan that you couldn't lose money. That's a sure thing. Investing in the stock market is a maybe. It's not a sure thing. Back to my sister-in-law. When I told her, listen, I have something that's for you, she wanted to know, was the FDIC insurance. But FDIC insurance is for the banks. And the reason why banks don't pay you no money, because you ain't taking no risk. The banks take your money, and then to other people, they feel they're taking the risk. You not. You just putting your money in the vault, and then they taking your money out the vault and giving it to the next person at 29% and giving credit cards, and they making money off your money. So you
I wish
cannot make money in banks.
I wish the government would give me an opportunity to do 10 times my investment.
No, they only
Rob,
say that. They only say that for the bank.
if I promised them I would keep it in a safe place, I wonder if they would allow me to go out and do 10 times whatever I save so that I can invest it. That would be a
Yeah,
good
imagine.
move.
I haven't found any instrument better. I haven't, and I've been doing this over 30 years. I haven't found any instrument better when you retire to get guaranteed income that can match Social Security and a pension better than an annuity. Because an annuity, when you put your money into an annuity, you get a series of income. See, annuity is a fancy word. They could have called it personalized Social Security because when you put your money into an annuity, you can start off with $1,000. Matter of fact, there's some annuities you can put up $100 a month into an annuity. It's going to accumulate as if you was putting it in Social Security, but it's an investment. It grows. And when you get ready to retire, distribution time, you take it out and you start living off of the monthly distributions for the rest of your life. The thing about an annuity is once you put money into an annuity and you turn on the income lasts, the type of annuity that we have, the income lasts for the rest of your life. Now, when I say we have, since we're independent financial planners, we don't just cater to one company. We look at all the companies and see who is offering the best and the safest. We only buy annuities that are, AA rated or AAA rated, that's been around for 100 years. So then we'll say, put your money with this company because you're getting X amount from Social Security. You put your money over here, they're going to give you, another $2,000, $3,000 a month. I got a lady that has put money in annuity and she's getting like $10,000 a month for the rest of her life. And then when she died, then it goes to her husband because that's the way she set it up. And then when he died, I don't know if he's going to live for another 100 years, whatever's left goes to the beneficiary. And then what I like about it is when you do that, even if you started getting money, for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, and you say, I don't want to play anymore, just give me all my money, whatever you have in there and whatever has grown and whatever's left in there, then you can take that and move to Tahiti. So you have more control.
But Rob, wait. You said two things that I want to touch on. And by the way, listeners, viewers, hey, come on. I know you guys have thoughts just like me. When I hear Rob say, I heard you say the safest. Now, when you say safest to somebody, that bell goes up. What you mean, Robert? You mean some of these annuities are not safe?
What a type of annuity? Some annuities, I don't like variable annuities. Variable is like saying you don't know if your car gonna start today. You really don't know. So why would I want to get a variable annuity? Like I don't even like variable mortgages. I want to know exactly what I gotta pay, what's my nut is every month. I want a sure thing. I want to know that when it comes to certain things.
Okay.
So,
Now, my
so
other question, if I was in the comment section, would be when you said uh, uh, it was like taking all of the money out at a certain period of time. Now, I, you know, we all have families, family members, and all of that. Taking money out to me means that what are you going to do with the money you take out? Where are you gonna put it? Are you gonna put it in a vault in the house or whatever? Or what are you going to take? Why would you remove the money from the annuity? What some of the
Well,
reasons?
some people say they want to take the money out of annuity because they want to get the roof done. Some people call and say they want to take the money out.
Not all the money. You're not speaking of all the money. Or some people do
Oh,
take all the money.
yeah. Some people. I had one lady that said she's getting a divorce, so she want to take all her money. She want to take all
Okay.
the money out because she got to pay her husband off. So yeah, she got to pay her husband off. So she want to keep the house, so she want to take the money out the annuity and give it to him so she can keep the house. So
Oh,
it's different.
okay. All right. Well, that helps me to better understand because I was wondering if I'm in an investment that's giving me security and hey, and money and paying me a monthly income that I'm happy with, why would I take it out? So that's some of the reasons that people might take it out.
Well, but some people may take it out because they want to buy the new Range Rover. I mean, James, from where we sit, people do a lot of things that we don't think that's right, but then it's their money. We can only guide you. We can lead a horse to water, but we can't make him drink. I mean, so we you got to understand there's different type of people. I mean, there's people that would have a nice beer and wine drink, and there's some people who drink every week and fall out drink until they pass out. mean, go figure. I mean, why would you drink until you pass out every week? There are millions of people that drink until they pass out. Do you understand that? I don't. You don't. But it's not our life. That's what they do, and we just gotta watch. Say, whoa, okay,
Whoa, whoa.
whoa. You, you,
Yeah.
you, you know what I mean? I mean,
Hey, Rob, and then he go back to work Monday and say, "I had a great time."
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I was doing a 4-mile jog with my daughter Jasmine last night, and and Jasmine is scared of any kind of insect bugs or whatever. And we were, when you're driving around, when you're running around a lot of trees and the sidewalks and stuff, and she's seen a little bug, like a little cockroach. She's like, "Oh my God, a cockroach!" I'm like, "Oh, okay, Jasmine, we just stepped over. Let's keep running," And she was like, "Dad, some people like, I said, cockroaches are all outside. That's where they are. Then they try to get in your house." I said, all these trees and sidewalks, we jogging past. I said, they're out here. And she says, "Dad, on my job, this one guy says he raises cockroaches." And I say, "He raises cockroaches?" "Yeah, he raised cockroach. He had a cockroach farm." And I said, "Oh my God." And she says, "Isn't there somehow different kind of people in the world?" I said, "Why would he raise cockroaches?" It's because
That's what
he
I
has
want to know.
because he has snakes, and he likes to farm his cockroaches and then
Feed the
actually
snake.
feed them to the snakes. See, who knows? And that was her story. I had one. I said, "Listen, I know this guy who's in the financial series. I mean, he's in the financial business, and we go to conferences, a white guy, and this guy, he loves to wrestle alligators. He wrestles alligators, and then he kills them and skins them and sell their hide." And I said, "This is a real person. He's the only person I know on the whole planet that personally sit there and, Jim actually wrestle alligators and kills them. And he goes at night and he skins it and take their hide and they sell them and all that." So the point is that different kind of people, James. You asked me why different. Oh my God, there's different type of people, what they think, what they like, what they eat, what they do, that you wouldn't even think of or couldn't even dream of. But then again, that's what we're here for. We all are different.
Mhm.
So back to what I was saying in terms of the risk level. That's what I was pointing out. The risk level. Most people think they're more riskier than they are until they lose money. Then they don't want to take the risk. But most people want to make more money. But in order to make more money, there's always a risk reward situation. But if you want to just be steady, you want to make sure you say, "Okay, this is the number that I have. This is the number I need. I need $1,500 more a month from what my job is paying me when I retire. When I retire, I'm going to have a pension. Then I'm going to get Social Security." Now, when you have your money in the 401k and you retire and you start taking money out of 401k every month, that's going to run out. I've never seen anyone who has a 403b or a 401k. Every month they take money, a certain amount of money out to live off. That money is not going to last. Why? It's because when your money is here and you take a distribution, you take a little bit out, so it's less. But then when the market drops and you still got to take that money out next month, you're taking it out at the lowest part, the lowest time. It's good if you can only take money out when it go up. In other words, if you have $100,000 and all of a sudden it went up $5,000 in 1 month, say, "Hey, call up, give me that 5,000." Then you still have 100,000. And then next month it went up 3,000. You say, "Hey, give me the 3,000." You still have 100,000. But it doesn't work like that. If you say, "I need $3,000 every month, come rain, shine, I don't care what happened to the stock market." 1 month, the 100,000 is worth 105. So you call them, you tell them, just put it on automatic bank draft. Every month they take out 3,000. That month you had 105,000 in there. So they took out 3,000, which left you 102,000. Then the next month, that 103,000 dropped to 95,000. You don't care. You say, "I need 3,000 to pay my bills." So now you got 95,000. What do? They take out 3,000 from the 95,000. Now you got 92,000. Okay, boom. Then the next month, that 92,000 drops to 85,000. You don't care because what you need your $3,000. You follow me? So I've never in my 37 years seen it when anybody that has money in a 401k, which is the stock market, a 403b, which is the stock market, a 457 plan, which is the stock market, an IRA, which is the stock market, I've never, if you taking money out a certain amount to pay your bills and take care of yourself, it's just a matter of time where you're gonna be out. They call that sequence of return risk. Taking money out at the worst time. You don't know. You just say, hey, that company better send me my money. So that's the worst thing. But if you had it into a fixed guaranteed annuity, ain't no up and down. The money gets earned interest. But you, when you take it out, you say, I need $3,000, $4,000 a month for the rest of my life. The insurance company said, we don't care how low it dropped. We're going to pay you $3,000 or $4,000 if you live 200 more years. We promise to pay you that. We don't care nothing about no stock market. We gonna pay you. So to me, that's the best deal. What do you think? That's the best deal? You ain't got to worry about no stock market. If you ain't got to worry about running out of money. I ain't seen nothing better than that. Show it to me. And if it was out there, damn it, I would have found it because I'm a looker.
No, a seeker.
Seeker. I'm always seeking, you know. But guess who would argue with me?
Everybody.
The people, Merrill Lynch, Morgan Stanley, you know, the people in the stock market, because why? They just want your money. Yeah. I'm telling you about retirement planning. If you want to sit back and be on cruise control, don't do that variable annuity. Anybody that's selling you Voya and all these fancy variable, don't just say annuity. Come to the Henderson Financial Group and ask us, tell us exactly what you need. And we're going to tell you which utensil, which tool to use and get what you need. Not what nobody else need. Not what your cousin need. We ain't trying to match your cousin. Your cousin, you can't give you the same prescription medicine that your cousin taking. Your cousin has gout. Your cousin has high blood pressure. You don't have it. We can't give you the same financial prescription drug that your cousin have. We need to find out what you need. And everybody should want to know, okay, listen, this is my plan. This is what I need. Now I'll be happy. I don't have to worry who the president. I ain't got to worry about the stock market. I ain't got to worry about the wars. I need to know a certain amount of money that I need to have every month. Tell me what I need to get in order to get that money where I'm going to have it guaranteed coming to me, rain or shine. Now, James.
That's a good reason to call.
That's a good reason to call. Who don't want that?
That's a good reason to call.
And there's no risk. You can't lose. I can tell you, if you say, listen, I want $5,000 a month. I'm gonna say, well, this is what you a squirrel now. This is what you got to be putting up in there. It's what you got to accumulate and put into that annuity. So when you get trying to turn it on, this is what you're gonna get. That makes a lot of sense to me. That's how you simplify all this other terminology and gold and silver and this and that stock and trying all that. That's foolishness. And that's for them. Come on, man. That's like playing bingo or playing scratch off. If you really care, you say, listen, I need to be serious about my life and my future. Get a plan. You call the Henderson Financial Group and get a plan. You can get a plan. And we tell you exactly what you need to do and how to do it. That's based on your risk level. You know what I mean? 305-825-1444. You know, I'm speaking at 2:00 at the church today. That's going to be in Pembroke Pines. And my subject today is going to be understanding life insurance, how the rich and wealthy use life insurance to not only pay off their debts, but also build wealth simultaneously. They use the dollar 2 times. How do you use a dollar 2 times? How do you make a dollar? How do you use $1 2 times? They do it through a life insurance strategy. And I'm going to explain that today at 2:00. Those of y'all who want to come out, as a matter of fact, those of y'all want to come out, let me give y'all the address for local people. Now, they're not going to, I don't think they're going to tape it or nothing. But let me see if I can give you guys the address.
Those churches, sometimes, Rob, check with them, because sometimes they'll be on social platforms.
You think so?
If they do their services, you know, they may be able to.
Yeah. Let me see here. Okay, so the address here at 2:00 is called Abundant Life Deliverance Ministry Center. It's at 100 South Douglas Road, Pembroke Pines. 100 South Douglas Road, Pembroke Pines, Florida. And it starts at 2:00. And I know it starts at 2:00. I know some people coming at 2:30. I know some people gonna come at 2:45.
But you're gonna be on time.
I'm gonna be on time now. And when y'all come at 2:45, I promise you, I can't. You have to just make an appointment because I ain't gonna be able to start it over for y'all. And I know y'all, but I'm gonna be optimistic. Just be there at 2:00. Try to get there, 5 minutes
before 2:00.
Yeah, get
And
there before 2 if you can. If you care, if it means something to you, okay? So I just gave out that address, 100 South Douglas Road, Pembroke Pines.
33025.
33025. And it's called Abundant Life Deliverance. It's right off
Yeah.
really
And
37th Avenue.
and check it out. But what you can do for those who may not be able to attend or whatever,
Yeah, I'll find out.
go to their web. No, but they can just go to their webpage, Rob, and see
Okay,
it
yeah.
at that time and see if it's being aired. Yeah,
Oh, that's good, James.
yeah.
That's
Abundant
true.
Life Deliverance. Yeah, Abundant Life Deliverance.
Pembroke
100
Pines,
South.
Florida.
Yeah, 100 South Douglas Road. Around 2:00. Check it out, and who knows, you may be able to see Rob in the pulpit.
Never see me in the pulpit. Never see me in the
Rob,
pulpit.
they gonna put you in the pulpit. That's where you're gonna
No,
be,
man,
Rob.
they don't put me no pulpit, man. That ain't where I
If- if-
belong.
But if you're in the church, Rob, I'm just saying you speaking from.
I'm a financial minister, man. I ain't
Yeah,
that other time. I ain't trying
but
to
Rob,
do no.
there's nothing wrong with being in the pulpit, Rob, doing what you do. You speaking from the pulpit. The
Yeah,
other
you
people
think
are
so?
sitting in the pew. Yeah, well, unless they're gonna put you in one of the auditoriums, something like that. But don't be afraid of the pulpit. You can use parables in the pulpit, Rob.
Man, I don't play with God now.
No, 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 no. But
Hey,
but
listen.
you hey, but you do play with truth. So
Oh
hey,
no, I
all you
speak
gonna
the
be
truth
you
now.
gonna speak the truth. Rob, that's all that is. It's nothing to do with religion. Has everything to do with truth. You
Listen,
know.
I do speak the truth. And the
All
thing
right.
about when I speak it, that's because I've lived it and I know it and I've seen it. And I'm gonna tell you, I mean, it's like Harriet Tubman. I don't went through the path. I'm gonna tell you how to get there, man. And I'm gonna tell you the pitfalls and people just don't understand what they don't understand. And you all plans, all financial plans are for you. Just like you can't go to the doctor and say, give me what my friend got. No, you know your levels and your blood work and it's all different. I'm an A positive. My wife is a O. I mean, you have different blood types, you have different organs, different. We made up differently, so you can't. There's not a one size fit all.
Oh
But
wow. In the service, Rob, you could never go up on the front line. They reserve people like you.
what do you
Yeah,
mean I can
yeah.
never go up on the front line?
With special blood types. Oh yeah, no. In the service in the service when I was in there, if you weren't like O positive, that everybody, well, a lot of people are that. But when you have special blood type, they'll put you back because when people get injured, they need blood,
Also,
and yeah,
also, so
you don't go on the
so
front line.
so A positive mean that I wouldn't go up on the front line to get shot first. You mean? Is that what you're saying?
we,
Oh,
we don't
that's a good
want
thing.
you. Yeah.
That is a good thing. I did not know that. Maybe I would have went.
No, 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 no. You still don't want to go, right?
No, I ain't going now. I mean, I'm
Uh,
66 years old coming up.
but you would go. But folks, next week we're going to demand that Mr. Henderson talk to us about how to pay off debt and build wealth. We don't want him to do his message today before he does it to the church from the pulpit. So when he comes back next Sunday, next Saturday, we're going to ask him to indulge us with what he shared with the people at the
So next Saturday you want me to
yeah, go
recap
over. Yeah, recap what you
on
did.
how the rich and wealthy
Pay off
use
the debt.
life insurance
Pay off
by
the debt
use life insurance to pay off their debt
and
and
build wealth.
build wealth simultaneously.
Hey, that's what we want to know. Hey,
Right.
we don't want you to keep it from us. Do we? Is that Lynette, Carol, Buddy,
Annette, buddy love.
Joanne, with Purnell? We don't want you to keep that from us, right?
All
Yeah.
right.
So
All right.
so we can share that. But hey, any questions from our comment section before we close out here today? Any questions? Come on, y'all got some. Any questions or comments? I'll put
Yeah,
it that way.
and we have. I hope y'all learned something today. At least if you ain't learned nothing, at least know how powerful Walmart is.
I learned. I didn't know that,
You know
Rob.
that.
Yeah, and me
Yeah.
and Parnell. But now Joanne, I don't know if she put Walmart because it was almost simultaneously. That Joanne put in
Oh, yeah,
Walmart.
that's right. Joanne
Yeah,
Jackson Witherspoon. She put Walmart there.
yeah,
She
she
was
put
our
Walmart.
lucky winner. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she knew before you said it because it came out almost the same time. But Miss Joanne, we appreciate your participation. Nobody. Hey, like I said, nobody has anything for the good of the order. But
Hey,
Rob,
listen.
it is a holiday,
Oh yeah, that's right. What is it? Memorial Day? What is
right?
it? Yeah.
Remembering those who served.
Yeah, and you
Uh,
talking about me on the front line. Don't have to be on the front line with the
hey,
A positive blood type, right?
right. Rob, yeah. Special blood types. They would never send you into battle.
Oh man,
Uh,
I never knew that, man. I just figured I wasn't going because shoot, I was catching hell being black in America. When I'm going to go shoot somebody else that I ain't even know. But
ooh,
anyway,
boy.
that's another story. All right, listen. If you need more, if you want private consultation, if you want to talk more about your situation, you're getting ready to retire, or you're trying to uh, uh, be in sync with nature, like a squirrel, where you want to accumulate and not eat all your nuts, and you need a system, an automatic saving system, call the Henderson Financial Group, 305-825-1444. You can also go on our website. There's a whole lot of information. You can fill out forms, fill out your private information, send it to us. And our website is www.hendersonfinancialgroup.com, www.thehendersonfinancialgroup.com. And you can read and just peruse our website. It's pretty good. And you can fill out a questionnaire and we'll get it and we'll contact you and set up a conference call. Or you can just call the office at 305-825-1444 and schedule an appointment, schedule a meeting. Now, please don't call the office saying, I want to talk to Robert Henderson right now, because Robert Henderson more than likely will be busy serving other people. And you just can't cut the line, just make an appointment and say, hey, I want to make an appointment for Tuesday at 3 o'clock or Saturday at 12 noon or whatever. And I want to do a Zoom or conference call, and that's the easiest way to get through to me to have a conversation. But anything we talk about is going to be private. And then we're going to actually create strategy just for you and your levels of risk and your income needs and find out some things about you and tell you some things that you didn't even know, whether it's Medicare, whether it's Social Security, retirement planning, or even wills or trust. We help a lot of people that we explain to them the difference between a will and a trust. You know what I mean? So,
Mm.
um, yes. But James, listen, we need some prayer, brother.
Okay. All right. Just in case, I just got a notice on my computer here. My engineer did not plug in the battery, so it says that it may go to sleep. So if it goes to sleep in the middle of this prayer, you'll know I'm all right. But anyway, Father God, Lord Jesus, Holy Spirit, we thank you for the opportunity that you give us to come and to share and to witness how great Thou art. And for those who are viewing and those who check in with us, we pray for them and their families. And we pray that they would recognize that through faith, they can acquire the grace that you already have for us. Oh, can you imagine just having faith and believing that you have prepared for us blessings stored up for us? And all we have to do is ask you in accordance to your word, and we will be blessed. Now, for those families that will be remembering, and those of us who will be remembering those who served in the armed forces and who have given their lives so that we would have this opportunity, we ask that you would bless the families, their loved ones, their spouses, their children, and for those who are serving, we also remember them during this Memorial Weekend. For people like my father, who was in World War II, and my brother who has gone on, we remember them. And I know that they're family members and friends who remember others. So bless us with that grace through our faith that we may get all that you have for all of us. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
Amen. Good prayer. Very good prayer,
Amen.
John. We thank you for that, brother.
Yes,
And
sir.
happy Memorial Day to everyone.
And be safe. I know everybody gonna be barbecuing, party. Hey, just be sometimes peaks and valleys, they exist in our lives, but don't make them. don't make don't make bad things happen. Don't make bad things happen. So, hey, Rob talked about risk and reward. Sometimes the reward can be staying home. That's what I'm gonna do. Rob, because people think, oh, it's a holiday. I got to go here. I got to do this. We got to party. All of a sudden, you turn on news on Monday and Tuesday, and it'll be talking about all the things that were not good that happened
Hey,
between today, yesterday, and Monday, Sunday. Okay, what's up, Rob? Yeah, go ahead.
James, there's no better place than I would rather be
Ooh,
other
Rob,
than other than my office and
at
home.
home. But
That
Rob,
that that's it.
that's what makes people call us old.
That's the definition of old.
but
Wanting
but
to be
guess what,
home or at
Rob?
the office. Uh,
But if they call me old, I want them to add wise.
old and wise, right? I
Okay,
like
follow
that.
follow that, Rob.
All right. Much love to y'all. Be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We'll speak to you all later. Hey, if you can, join me today at 2:00 at the church. Peace. One love. Gotta go.